Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pivotalogic's Tech Talk online, featuring me, you guessed it, Billy G. This is a different format than our Tech Talk podcast with Bob Sansevier on the BS Show. This is a shortened version, 5 to 8 minutes, to give you quick and simple Tech Talk advice on challenges you're facing with technology. On today's Tech Talk online, we'll be discussing the new road to recovery, how to build an affordable disaster recovery plan without breaking the bank. So let's get started on a brief overview of me, Billy G, and Pivotalogic. So like I said, I'm Philip Geier, CIO of Pivotalogic. I've been with Pivotalogic for about 5 years now, and I love it. I have 20 years of IT experience. I'm a subject matter expert in disaster recovery and security. I've designed over 500 IT plans, deployed over 200 IT projects, and worked with some of the largest technology companies, including AT&T, Equinix, SunGard, Savvis, and CenturyLink. And as I said, my nickname is Billy G. A little bit about Pivotalogic. We're a Minneapolis-based technology consulting and managed service provider. We have over 650 partners. Our top strategic partners include Infrascale, Equinix, Microsoft, Amazon, and we have a quality assurance model to fully vet our partners for quality, reliability, and price. Our mission is to help customers keep IT simple and secure. We do this by acting as a general contractor to find the best solution and the best price from the leading technology providers to solve your biggest IT challenges. The results are we increase IT efficiency, reduce costs by providing a single source and single call to manage your IT needs, so you don't have to do it. We've already done it for you. So in my 20 plus years of disaster recovery, I've seen a major shift in how applications are deployed. From typical, they're on-premise, but now they're moving to software as a service. They're moving to the cloud. So that landscape continues to change, and disaster recovery, quite honestly, hasn't kept pace to offer a reliable and cost-effective solution. The executive conversation on risk versus cost trade-off still continues today, which can be very frustrating for getting budgets for IT. Let's take a closer look at traditional disaster recovery trade-offs. So on the left, you see the recovery time, my marker right here, the recovery time. And then on the bottom here, you see the cost of the actual solution. So that's your trade-off, time versus cost. So let's take a closer look at this. So on the far end of the spectrum, you can utilize tape, which is cheap, but it takes days to recover. You can also do cloud backup, but it's not a full solution. It's just data backed up into the cloud. You can have an appliance backup on site, which you can recover your files, but it really doesn't have a full disaster recovery solution. And also you can do cold site DR, maybe you put it in the school, maybe you put it in another office, and you can ship servers there, you can recover the data, but it's not a full production environment, you can't run DR. Next one is a warm site DR. You possibly replicate data, do SAN replication, synchronous, asynchronous. You can get the data over there, but you really don't have the servers, and you can't spin it up with inadequate network and all the things involved. On the far spectrum, you have a hot site DR where the primary and secondary backup run simultaneously. That data is mirrored to the secondary server in real time so that both systems contain identical information. This is really expensive, but it's fast. There's other disaster recovery solutions along the continuum, but you still have to make the trade-off between speed and cost. What you really need is an affordable, on-demand failover. What you need is disaster recovery as a service. That's a nirvana. Pivotalogic has the answer to this challenge. Let's take a closer look. So this slide is the way to protect against micro and macro disasters, which include reducing your risk for server crash, lost files, ransomware, data center outage, natural disasters, internal espionage, and data corruption. So the diagram shows how leading technology companies have architected disaster recovery as a service. On the left, we have our source side protection. Up here, you have physical servers, virtual servers, desktops, laptops, and it dedupes and compresses and then encrypts the data, and it puts it on this local device, which you can recover files. You can actually virtualize from here as well, and you have the option of cloud failover into the offsite, which is a paired appliance. You can run it in Azure, you can run it in AWS, and then you can basically spin up the servers when you have a disaster. So the ballpark on this, which you think would be expensive, really is not that expensive. It's only $249 per terabyte a month for on-premise data backup. And then if you want to have the option of cloud failover, it's $320 per terabyte per month. So let's take a look at what the recovery process of a disaster recovery as a service solution would look like. So here's your new road to recovery. So you'd have your end users working away, everything's fine, they're doing their job, they're being productive, and all of a sudden, bam, ransomware comes, gets hit, you got a server outage, you have a power outage, data center outage, and then you have to fail over to this on-premise device, or you can fail over to the cloud. And the result is users keep working. And all this can happen within 15-minute failover guaranteed, which is quite incredible. The big question that customers ask me, how to get started? That's the number one question. So the way to get started, number one, is disaster recovery review. You need to get a disaster recovery review by a third party or Pivotalogic to identify the risk and cost of downtime. You need to build your ROI and your business case to get funding from the executive, CFO, CEO. And if you already have a budget, you understand your risk, then you can look at getting a quote, reviewing the quote that Pivotalogic's been sending out to their customers, and take a closer look at what that would look like. I do caution you to be aware of solutions that charge for hardware, charge to do testing, or if you declare a disaster and you have to run the production in the cloud, there's a fee for that. So you really want to be aware of that and make sure that you don't get hit from a big charge if you want to test or if you want to run in the cloud. So with that, we're going to wrap it up with our Pivotalogic Tech Talk. If you're interested in learning more about getting a disaster recovery review or getting a DR quote, give us a call at 612-230-7440 or email us at info@pivotalogic.com. So that completes our Tech Talk with me, Billy G. Until next time, may the power be with you. Have a great day. Bye.